as a church leader, particularly when you're dealing with, yeah, people that think differently and people that get mad and leave and people that send you emails calling you a socialist and a non-socialist and whatnot. How do you as a leader manage, deal with your own disappointments in ministry when things like that happen? Can you just share a little bit of that? Because I think a lot of church leaders, if you can speak specifically to church leaders right now, how do you manage that?
With my own disappointments in myself, or how the results of how things go?
Both.
Yeah. So it's interesting because I feel like I've got a pretty good relationship with failure. That failure is a really good teacher. And if you can just not take yourself too seriously, failure is going to teach you a lot. And so I think that's part of how you develop thick skin and a soft heart, is to just make peace with the fact that you're going to fail at stuff and be honest about it and learn from it. The thing that I have the hardest time with is the accusations and those sorts of things that don't feel like they're true. And what do you do with that? And I think there are a few things. One is, it really exposes how much of an idol of significance I have, and the constant repentance and renewing of my mind there. I think the practice of Sabbath is huge. To be able to have a day of praying and playing and stepping out of, to really step out of these things, and to acknowledge that I'm not holding it together. Lament is really important. I think reading about Christians in different parts of of history, to know how much of just a blip on the map we are, and how insignificant, most of us, like 10 years after we die, no one will ever remember our name except for the unfortunate kid who got named after us. I think that there's something about just immersing yourself in the big story, in the biblical story, that shrinks you down a little bit and helps see like the bigger picture of things. Those would be a few things. I also think friendships are really important, that have no utility to them other than just they love you, you're friends, you walk together, and they do not care about the best things that people think about you or the worst things that people think about you. And then I also, as a practice, general rule is the highest praise that you get and the harshest critique you get, just throw it out. Like, it's illegitimate the majority of the time.
That's awesome.
Mostly the super high praise and the crazy critique is actually about the other person and something that's going on in their life. You can just toss it out.